Well, welcome back to the channel, guys. For anyone new here, my name is Roger and I'm designing and building my own midage and supercar. This is the current state of the car, and this is a 3D printed model of what it should look like when it's finished. So before we start looking at the progress I've made on the car, let's talk about a couple of things. One, you can see from the thumbnail on this that I have dedicated this video to my dad. I had mentioned in the last video that he was involved in a bad accident and was pretty banged up. Unfortunately, he did not survive that, and he passed away about a week ago. And I've been very busy dealing with all of the things that come along with that. Have managed to work on the car some. In fact, working on the car helped take my mind off things, and kind of enjoyed just working on it and getting lost in the process of doing that. When I started this project, I had really hoped that I would be able to finish it while my dad was still alive. It was one of my big goals, knowing that it was going to take a few years and he was getting on up in age, knowing that there's no guarantees, but it didn't work out that way. I did want to dedicate this video to my dad, and hopefully we will finish it up sometime in the near future, but it's going to take a little bit longer. Anyway, some of the progress I've made on the car, you can tell I've been mounting body panels in the hood, trying to get everything aligned correctly. Now the hood is not attached, but all of the fenders and the front end of the car are all mounted and attached, and I have some paint sticks pressed in for spacers all the way around to use as a gauge to make sure that the fenders aligned correctly and that I could come back and mount this hood and have the correct spacing or gaps around the hood so everything would look right. And so far I believe this is looking okay. I also had these aluminum pieces here cut. Now they're not attached, they're just laying in the holes, propped up against the areas. They haven't even been cleaned up yet, but they are all cut and stuck in the holes. I cut templates first out of wood and placed them in. They seem to fit correctly, so I went ahead and had the real pieces made. And also there's two of these here. I had those made, and in fact my friend that cut them powder coated one of them just to see kind of what this would look like. This will mount up in behind this hole on the back side, but this is what it looks like, and I believe that color will probably work okay. It is it's not really a gloss black or a flat, it's somewhere in between, and that's kind of what I was looking for. So we'll see. If this color is not perfect, we can coat it again, but just wanted to see one of these, kind of what it would look like in color. All right, so the fenders in the front end had some gaps in where the seams are in the pieces, because you can't do a real sharp corner in the carbon fiber. That needs to be a radius. It just doesn't bend in sharp corners. So there's radiuses everywhere, but the radiuses were too large. So what I did was sandwiched a piece of like cardstock or paper in here that was wrapped in wax paper, and then I have taken and brushed in some epoxy and Q-cells, trying to fill it in high enough that we can come back and sand this down. Now this side over here needs a little bit more epoxy on it. It's not built up quite high enough. But here on these, I have removed the paper from between them and sanded them down. I'm not completely finished. There's still a spot or two. It needs a little bit more sanding, but you can kind of see what this is going to look like. This sanded down and filled in really nicely. That's really smooth across there. Now we'll need to take this joint apart and radius both of these corners. I can't leave them sharp, but they'll have just a small, maybe 1/16 of an inch radius or something on them where they join together, and that should look pretty nice once it's finished. Okay, let me remove this hood and let's take a look underneath and see how these things are mounted, these pieces are mounted, and some of the other things that I've been working on that are hidden right now. Okay, this is what it looks like with the hood off. And you can see that I have fitted these panels in here on both sides. And there are holes. I don't have the fasteners in this side yet, but there are holes drilled, and then there's rivet nuts in this panel to bolt that together, so the fender bolts to that spacer. You can see, well, there's one of the fasteners. You can see it bolts together, and then this will attach to this drip pan here that goes underneath the cowling. And once that is attached there, I should be able to stand on this area here. It's getting really rigid. I can't imagine it won't support my weight. It's incredibly strong. And while we're looking at it, this drip pan here, it's kind of hidden, but I have the windshield wiper assembly sitting in there. I need to make mounts. I will 3D print those mounts and glue them to this drip pan to attach the windshield wiper assembly. And then the cowling bolts on top of that. The cowling has a little bit of an arch in the center that needs to go away, so I may have to cut the top off of that and make a new one and glue to it. It's hitting the hood right now, and I'm not allowing the hood to sit down as low as it needs. It's not hitting much, but it is just a little, and it will need to be corrected. And then once that is finished, there is a piece that goes down in this area here for luggage in the trunk area or frunk area, whichever one you want to call it. And I have the mold started for that. Here's the mold. I primed it and went over it with the rough spots with a coat of Bondo. I haven't sanded it yet, but this will be the mold for that insert. I believe I'm going to make that out of fiberglass. It gets covered in carpet anyway, so why not? And I'm also getting ready to start doing the inner fender liners for the front two tires, and I'm thinking those will be fiberglass also, so I'll make all three of those pieces at one time. And I've never made fiberglass parts before, so I need to know exactly what weight cloth and how many layers to get the thickness that I'm looking for. So Jay Jarvie, I may be reaching out to you here in the next few days to pick your brain on what materials, weight material, and how many layers I need to achieve the thickness I'm looking for. You seem to be the fiberglass expert. You've made so many parts. I think you can give me some good recommendations. So be on the lookout for a phone call here in the next few days. Other than that, once I get these seams all sanded and fitting correctly, we can come in and start fitting headlights. I'll need to trim this piece here back for the headlight to fit in there correctly, and then cut here. I'll make a template and remove that flange, that edge, and shape this correctly for the headlight to fit in just like I want it. And then once that's trimmed and I'm happy with it, I'll just flip it over and do a mirrored cut on the other side so they match exactly. I've also started modeling the inner part of the hood. There's a part on the back side for strength that has ribbing and stuff on it that'll glue to this. Everything is done on that part. It's ready to start cutting except some of the attached features. The back side of that is structural. It'll have the mounts for the hinges, mounts for the gas shocks to keep the hood open, mounts for the little rubber feet on each end for support. They screw in and out so you can adjust the height of the hood, and also mounts for the hood latch. So there's a lot going on that piece that I need to make sure is modeled correct before we make a mold and make that piece. So quite a bit going on there. Started doing some block sanding, just getting the high spots off of these parts and smoothing them out. The fenders are mounted up to this point here. Now they're not attached here at the ground or going back, so this part of the fender still moves some. There'll be some little winglets and pieces at the bottom similar to this that will be black, and once we get those made and attached, this will support the fender from moving in and out or forward and backward. So that'll make this very rigid. But beyond that, moving forward, all of this is really solid up in here. Also, these inner fender wells will make that rigid also, especially back here once it's attached. So once we get this baggage area in here, it'll have a flange that sits around all the way. It'll come up on flush with this and then around all four sides. And once it's in, There will be one more piece that attaches here that comes around and rolls in and blends in here, so this rubber will have a track where it rolls around as one continuous piece and blends back in here. And there'll also be a piece back here on the back side that attaches to this trunk insert and comes up and trims in all of this area. It'll need to be modeled somehow to come around this and leave this exposed, and then the master cylinder for the clutch also will need to be mounted remotely on this wall and have access to it. But that piece should come in and trim up to the cowl area and clean all that up nicely. And I think that's about it. That's quite a bit. I've made several parts over the last few weeks and mounted, attached them. The drip pan there for the cowling was the most complex one. It was made it in two pieces and glued them together, and I think there's going to have to be a third piece at the top for where the hood sits on that cowling when it's lowered, and get that correctly. It's just off a little, and I wasn't quite happy with it, so I'll need to redo that top piece there. But everything else is looking good. I'm happy with the progress, and once all this is has the rough spots epoxied and block sanded and primed, it should start looking like a car. It's all coming together nicely up here. There's still a few parts left to do, so I've got a few more weeks before we finish the nose up, but it's progressing nicely. Anyway, I guess that's going to be about it for this week's video. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys think the car is looking like, and any thoughts or comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. And that's going to be about it for this week's video, and I'll see you guys again in a few weeks.